Well, good morning, and thank you for coming. As you all know, 3-year-old Kanijah Bibb was tragically killed on August 10th, and while we quickly identified Davon Wallace as the shooter in this case, we have not yet been able to capture him. Here today, we're going to start with Chief Mark Magaw. He's going to discuss our ongoing efforts with both us and now the FBI to find and arrest Davon Wallace. The chief will be followed by the special agent in charge of the FBI's Baltimore division, Steve Vogt. Chief?
Thank you, Lieutenant, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. And also I'd like to thank Special Agent in Charge Steve Vogt from the FBI Baltimore Field Division for being here specifically. The Prince George's County Police Department and the relationship with the FBI has never been better. And as you look over the last 3 years, that relationship has helped drive down crime across the county. The August 10th tragic murder of 3-year-old Kanijah Bibb not only devastated her family, but devastated our community. As a police officer, we take an oath to serve and protect. And when something tragic like a 3-year-old toddler that is killed occurs, this police department and the federal partners that we partner with every day will not stop until we find the people responsible for those actions. And in this case, we will not stop until Davon Wallace is apprehended. As many of you know, we've already made one arrest in connection with this senseless murder. Detectives arrested the individual who gave Wallace the murder weapon and drove him from the scene. We will arrest anyone who harbors or helps Wallace. We're grateful for the support and resources of the FBI in this effort. I'd also like to now welcome Special Agent in Charge Steve Vogt to talk about what those resources are and how we continue to pursue Wallace in this matter. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Again, I'm Steve Vogt, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI in Maryland. I want to say this morning that we now have a federal arrest warrant for Davon Wallace. Wallace is wanted for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution in the murder of 3-year-old Kanijah Bibb. Getting this warrant allows the FBI to do everything we can to help the Prince George's County Police Department in this effort. We also want to let the public know that we're offering $20,000 for anyone who has information that leads to the arrest of Wallace. That brings the total amount of reward money to $45,000. We know someone who is listening or watching us right now knows where Wallace is, and we're asking them to make a call. We've started running digital billboards along interstate corridors around the District of Columbia, in Virginia, near the Richmond area, and in North Carolina, areas where we think Wallace may be hiding. This is what the billboards look like, and they'll be broadcast starting today. And we're hoping someone sees this billboard and comes forward. We know, again, someone out there knows where Wallace is hiding. All you have to do is call. A tip, no matter how small, may lead to Wallace's apprehension. So please call us. 1-800-CALL-FBI is the number. Again, 1-800-CALL-FBI, or you can call the Prince George's County Police Department. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions?
Chief, what's your take on how this guy has been basically a petty criminal up until this day? How does he have the wherewithal to do this? How could he possibly?
He has to have someone helping him. Has to, from my perspective. Our fugitive group that we have on the police department, the marshals, the sheriffs, we've all been in connection with the FBI looking for this individual. He has to have somebody helping him. There's, we look and track down people every day for all kinds of crimes. This is one of the few cases where we've had this kind of difficulty finding someone.
So, this fellow allegedly shot and killed a 3-year-old child. There's been some stuff written about where's the outrage. I mean, what do you say to this community that would harbor him?
Well, our whole community has been devastated by this incident. But like I said before, anyone that harbors or helps Wallace is going to be charged. And we've had that conversation with the state's attorney. Everybody's on the same page. And what we're asking for is the community's continued help with tips to where we can find him.
Can you explain what those charges may look like, what someone who's harboring him may be facing?
Aiding and abetting a murder suspect would be a felony charge. They're significant. It's something that I wouldn't want, and they would be devastating.
Do you believe Wallace is still in the area?
We don't know. We're following every tip. We've had hundreds of tips through Crime Solvers. We've searched locations in North Carolina, in Virginia, and throughout Prince George's County and in the metro area. So we don't know. And that's why we're asking for the community's help, continued help. So if they see this individual, to call us.
Chief, who's taking the lead in finding this guy? Is it the Capital Area Fugitive Task Force with the marshals, or is it your road unit?
It's a joint operation partnership. It's with the FBI, with our rope unit, and with the marshals, and whoever has the resources at that given time of the day when a tip comes in, that's the group that goes. So this is a 24-hour operation.
And what steps did you have to take to get the federal warrant?
You want to talk about that?
When agent has to draft an affidavit stating that there's probable cause that Mr. Wallace crossed state lines. He was charged with a local crime, in this case murder. He crossed state lines, and that's a federal crime, unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. We call it a UFAP, and that's a warrant that allows the FBI to get engaged and to offer rewards and publicity like this that might get the tip that breaks the case.
Do you have credible sightings of him in Richmond and or North Carolina?
Just intelligence information that we've received. And so we do believe he crossed state lines, so we're engaged now. And when a tip comes in, we have FBI agents across the country, violent crime supervisors who are aware of this case now, and they're ready. So if a call comes in, they can respond quickly with their local partners, get out there, and hopefully capture Mr. Wallace.
So could you spell your first and last name, please?
Vogt, V as in Victor, O, G as in golf, T as in tango.
You're offering 45 grand or prison.
The FBI, 20...
People are harboring it. It's choice, right?
Correct.
One last question.
Where are the billboards again, and what's the significance of their location?
The billboards will be along the interstate corridor in D.C., Richmond, Virginia, and down in North Carolina, areas where we think Wallace may be hiding or he has people that may be assisting him. So we're getting the face out there and hope to get a call. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, everyone. If anyone has any more specific questions, I'll hang out over here on the side. You can ask me, and I'll try to get you some answers. But I really appreciate you coming. Thank you again. And in addition to the FBI number, if anyone has local tips, they can always call our Crime Solvers number, 1-866-411-TIPS. Thank you very much.